by calling off my wedding and telling my fiancé to move back home with mommy? I'm not going to try and swing this in my favor here by leaving out details or sugarcoating anything. I was mean about it. He was crying. I've been with my fiancé for 7 years, and we have been engaged for 3 years. We have gone ahead and tried to do a save the date 4 times now, and every single time his mom convinces him to postpone. It's always, well, don't you think you have bigger things to worry about? Whether it be our living situation, we are renting, and she thinks we should buy first because we aren't stable, or our money situation. This was her excuse after we loaned her $8,000 so she didn't lose her house, but we have plenty of money as my husband's an RN and I'm a lawyer. It's just always something. We plan for a family gathering in my mom's backyard. She has 3 acres and a beautiful pond, and it's just perfect. And we're doing a potluck, so very low cost wedding. Plus, everyone we know lies within an hour of the location, so only giving a month or 2 notice is perfectly acceptable in our case. With all this said, his mom has zero reason to try and sway us against it. But her newest argument is that we need to wait until our daughter is at least 3 so she can be our flower girl. She's 7 months old. Well, in December my husband and I talked, and we decided we wanted to get married in August. I told him, don't let your mom dictate it. And he said he wouldn't and that he was tired of listening to her. Fair enough. But last weekend my mother and his mother both came for dinner, and I was talking to my mom about what dress I wanted her to wear as the matron of honor. My husband's mom asked when we planned to tell her we had decided on a date. And my husband said when we told everyone else. She just said, oh, and got quiet and took leave maybe 20 minutes later. He had already made plans to go over to her house after dinner to help her with her cable box, so he left shortly after that to head over to her place while I drank some wine with my mom. When he got back, he was super quiet, but said he was just tired and went to bed. But last night he said at random, my mom kind of has a point. Maybe we should wait until we buy a house, so our living situation is a bit more stable. She's not wrong in saying that it should be something we are worried about. I just went silent and didn't comment because I was pissed off. But he kept making comments like, it'll only be a couple of years, 5 at most. I just took my ring off and handed it to him and said I was no longer interested. He immediately started protesting and trying to put the ring back on my finger, and I wouldn't let him. I said I was no longer interested in marrying him, and maybe he should move back home with mommy, because I know for a fact that that woman will make up another excuse the second we buy a house. And I'm really just so turned off at the thought of marrying him at this point, because I have zero business being with a man who has no backbone and would put our lives on hold in favor of a woman who still wants to scrub his back in the shower. As I said, I was mean about it. But to clear it up now, no, she has not said she wants to scrub his back in the shower, but she often talks about how she had to help him shower for months. When he was 16 because he broke his leg, and as the story goes, he told her he didn't want help, and she forced it because she's fucking weird. And it's even weirder that she still talks about it like. It was a fond memory to see her 16 years old naked. He's crying at this point, and I'm stupid calm, maybe because I'm over it, and told him I wanted him to leave, or I could leave. But those were the only options. He ended up leaving, sobbing the entire time. I do feel bad. I feel gutted. He means everything to me, but I can't do this anymore. Ida, his mom has been blowing up my phone with texts, trying to plead her case, and I just texted back and said, no, it's fine, you won. Now you can have your baby boy back full time, and blocked her number. My friends think I'm wildly overreacting.